Hi, welcome back to another video, Harmony Peace. I would like to talk about goals and motivation. We're coming towards the end of the year now. Christmas around the corner, people buying presents, and I feel what we normally do or tend to do sometimes is that, for example, we say after Christmas, new me, I'll do this and do that, I'll do this. We stick to doing it for the first 2-3 weeks, and I feel we dip off and we stop doing it. So we stick to going to the gym, we stick to, it could be a new hobby, and you'll do it for, 2-3 months, then it'll fade away. One thing I've learned over the last, I'd say 18 months, probably longer than that, or when I've put things in place, for example, goals, or I want to motivate myself, it's not just about motivation, it's about discipline. You have to actually discipline yourself in order to achieve the goals, and about you being motivated and your desire and your passion, where you would like to go in that direction for yourself. It takes time, it takes patience with yourself. What happens is we tend to be comfortable in situations where, I understand there's times where you might not have the time to do things. I understand that there'll be times where I can't do it today or tomorrow, but have the desire or have a plan that you stick to, that you'll do, or you're going to go through what you're going to go through for yourself. A prime example, if I'm going to study for something, what I've already done, I'll have like a board in front of me, not in my room, where I know a structure, and I have designated days from Monday to Sunday, or how many days I can study that I know I'm going to stick to, and I'll make sure I stick to it, and I'll make sure I follow it through, and I have my alarm set and have reminders to know that I'll put that time to one side. And it does help and it does work. You might not see like straight away the results that you want, but you've got to understand, it's like putting a seed into the ground and you want it to plant and pour water in. It takes time for a plant to grow. That means you have to be patient with yourself and patient with the growth, the development, knowing that it will come, but also stick to what you're going to do. Don't just talk about it to your friends, or you can discuss with your friends and family and say, for example, the direction that you're going into, or you need help or advice. That's important because they can direct you in the direction where you want to go. But also you have to take accountability. So if you're not going to stick to something and you miss a day of studying, like I've done, what I've done the next day is I've added a few hours, and what I've done, what helps as well, I make sure I put certain things on my phone, which helps so I didn't get distracted. I don't put the TV on. I put my phone on silent, or there's an app what blocks certain things for me to go on. Then it will restrict you from using your phone when you don't really need to use your phone as much. I'm not saying to go to extreme. These are one of the things that you could do, which helped me massively, knowing that I had to study for something. I blocked certain things on my app, on my phone, and all I did was just study. But what I did was I studied from the morning. I'd give myself 5 to 6 hours at least. After those 5 to 6 hours was done, I'd stop. And then I would reward myself knowing that I did well, I did the 6 hours. You do that every day, and then you have a break. And you can have 1 day, 2 days where you can have a break, which is important. So I did that. So Monday to Friday I studied, or I'd say Monday to Sunday, but I'd make sure I'd study in the morning. So the days I was at work, I wouldn't study. I tried it, it didn't work, because you know for a fact your brain is not functioning because you work. I thought I could have done it, but it doesn't help. So what I did was I looked at my rota, I had a structure. I'd made sure the days I was off work, I would study. The days I was at work, I'd leave the books at home. But what I did do, on the way to work, I would have the audio. I'd play the audio travelling to work. But once I've got to work, I wouldn't play it again. And I wouldn't play it when I've gone to bed. It doesn't work because you're at work mode. There was a passion, desire and determination which I feel I want to keep them going, but it doesn't really help, and you can't really learn as much because your brain is at work and you've got to do what you need to do. So that's one of the things which helped me as well. I would study every day, break, watch TV, and I'd repeat the same cycle. But another thing what helps as well, self-talk. Talk to yourself. Also journal. How does it feel? Where you've begun and how far you've got to, which is very important, because then you can track your record of your progression of where you are, what you're doing. And also what helps as well, you can talk to friends and you can get their views on how you're doing. It's self-reflection, because when you do self-reflection and you get input from someone else, just ask someone who's close to you and get the support for your friends or even family if they come back at the time. Because I'd done that when I was going through the course. I was asking questions, and don't get me wrong, there's other studying I was doing before that I was nervous, and I would always pick up the phone and speak to someone, because what you don't want to do as well, it could be studying, could be going to the gym, it could be anything that you want to achieve in your own life. You don't want burnout, because what happens when you burn yourself out, you feel a bit like, I can't do anymore, I've had enough, and it takes you a lot longer to get back into that rhythm to whatever you're doing. So when I was studying, I made sure I didn't give myself burnout. I'd study, take a break, I'd study, I'd take a break, I'd study. I didn't take much of a break, but I'd just watch TV and went out once there and there, but I'd jump back straight into it, because anything I was studying for the last couple of years, I always had like frames, picture frames, put my certificate in. So I bought the frames well in advance. I'd put them on my bed and I'd visualise saying I'm going to pass. This goes to anything, courses, anything that you're going to put your mind to it. You can visualise it, or you can write it down, or you can talk to a friend, or you can revisit the things what you want to do, where for example, you're going to get to it. So when I hear people talk about New Year, New Me, just start it now and stick to it. Be consistent, because life's too short. I feel that what helps the momentum is you have to balance, and you make sure you gauge in what you're doing. You make sure that you balance work life, personal life, everything else. Live the life that what you want to desire. Your inner world, your outer world is what you see. So what was in your inner world, your inner critique in yourself, you silence that and you say to yourself, these are the things that I want to do, and these are the things I want to achieve. These are the things that I feel that I'm now going to get to that direction. Because when we come after Christmas comes, and then it comes in the year, and there's a countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, happy new year, 3, 2, happy new year, new me, I'm gonna do this. So what happened to last year? You could have gone to the gym, you could have passed your course, or you could have done this, you could have done that, you could have done that. Time passes away. I see our lives as stories. So going back to, again, what could help you? You can have a vision board. You can have a diary, put your goals in there. So you could do each day, write the goals, what you want to achieve and what you're grateful for, and you keep writing down. So it could be Monday, my goals are, I want to do deadlifting, I want to hit 200. Second one could be I want to pass the exam. The third one could be I want to pass my theory. Then you stick to those things and you focus the things what you want to do. Because you write these down on your diary, you can visually see where your track of your achievement, your goals, and then you can talk about how you feel about how you got on, and what you want to improve, what do you feel that you can do better, and you keep doing it. But also give yourself praise that you've put the time and effort, what you've done into the work that where you want to go. Because anything's possible when you put your mind to it. Anything you want in your own life, it is. I've seen myself, I've made choices, and I learn every day. I learn, I grow, I want to still learn more and still learn more. There's more courses I want to do next year, some point next year. I know what they are, and I will get to them, and I will do them, and I'll make sure, because what happens is when I get into that rhythm, I go on the course, and I put my mind to it. It's your desire and the hunger that you know what you want in your own life. Internally, we look at our lives where anything's possible, where you see yourself from 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years. But you live in the present moment, that you make the effort and the time that you put in for yourself to make sure whatever you want to put in, you put it in now. And then you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And yes, you take breaks to the point where you watch TV, have a bath, go for a spa day, massage, relax, switch off, zone out, because you've worked so hard. Sometimes you have to pull yourself back for a bit and recharge and go back in again. It's like me with the gym, it's like me with my studying, it's like me with anything else I want to achieve. And if you feel that you need extra support to anything that you're learning, anything that you're studying, or gym, or wherever it is, you ask for that help, because it will benefit you in the long run. I feel it's very important. I want to do this video because I feel there's times in life we stick to goals and we dip off. We say I'm going to do this. 3 months down the line, it fades away. I get it, you're busy, work, family, kids. You could be not well, but why can't you go back into it and jump back into whatever you want to achieve? And you make sure you stick to your plan and be kind to yourself. Even if one day you can't do it, you go, right, you know what, I'll get back into it. We all have goals, we all have things we can achieve, we all have hobbies that we've had when we was younger, when we completely ain't got the time because of circumstances, commitments. I get all that. But just remember one thing, we all can achieve goals, but also the life that we want to have, where we, like, the way I see it is we can paint a picture. Wherever the picture you want it to be, you are the artist of your world. You're the artist of your own reality. And you can have anything you want to put your mind to it. I believe in that because I put my mind to something what I want to do, I'll go for it. But also it's about rediscovering myself. I'm learning more about myself. The things that we make mistakes, we reflect, and we improve and learn, and be patient with yourself, and don't look back of those mistakes, because you can learn. Mistakes happen, but it's about learning, but also you know that you're in the right direction where you want to be. So journaling can help, vision board can help, close friends can help, that would be important. And you have a diary and a gratitude each day that you put something in it all the time. It releases everything you want to put on paper. Okay? Hope that helps, because the year's almost ending. So anything that you want to achieve, goals, any plans, you put them in action now. Not when it hits, strike goals 12, Happy New Year. You just put things in now. Get a calendar, get a diary, be consistent, put reminders in your phone so you don't forget, because we all forget things. I forget things, but also you make sure that you do those things, implement those things in small stages. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. Then once the month is done, you revisit the month and see where you progress, and you keep doing that every month. Okay? Speak to you soon.